And then the next one that we have changed for you, and this is quite a substantial change, and let me just give you a little bit of background quickly. Sometime towards the middle of February, the FIC issued Guidance Note 7A, which is an improvement on the original Guidance Note 7 that deals with implementation. Now, we've read that, we've consulted with a few of our clients who are attorneys, and we've also already received feedback from clients who've undergone some inspections. And it would appear that what the FIC and the FSCA want to see now is that you have applied your mind to not only money laundering, but also to terror financing as a separate risk and proliferation financing as a separate risk. So in effect, yeah, it's the same. Sorry, I'm just going to a question. Our country risks have not been updated. Do we need to request that you update this annually? No, it will show early next week for the same reason that we have not posted all of the changes until we've had a chance to alert you of what is going to happen. Otherwise, I'll be inundated with emails and queries. What is this change? Why has it happened? And so on. So it will be there from Tuesday onwards. Okay. AI super users need to click the button to load. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Craig. So you'll see there, there is a little thing, update annually adjusted default risk ratings. This will override current risk ratings. Okay, so I'm just coming back to the requirement. So it would seem to us that the requirement is now for you to show a separate risk rating for money laundering risk, one for terror financing and one for proliferation financing. We took a decision to allow you to either opt out of the automatic population, in which case you are going to revert to the old traditional single country risk. Otherwise, when you opt in, the system is now going to interrogate electronic sources for you and automatically populate 3 country lists for you. One which indicates a country's money laundering risk rating, one which indicates the terror financing risk rating, and one which indicates the proliferation finance risk rating. The money laundering risk rating we have drawn from the Basel Convention lists. They incorporate Financial Action Task Force risk ratings, but they go substantially beyond that. So to my mind, this is the most credible source to indicate a country-specific money laundering risk. The terror financing risk and the proliferation financing risk ratings have been a little bit more problematic in that there are no available sources, to my knowledge or to our knowledge, that show you clearly an exclusive TF or PF risk rating. So what I've done is I've gone into the worksheets on the FATF's website. So I've extracted from their Excel worksheets those aspects that they incorporate to deal exclusively with terror financing and exclusively with proliferation financing. We have added our own kind of risk rating methodology to these, and we were able to come up with a terror financing risk rating and a proliferation finance risk rating based on FATF criteria. Those of you who are interested and who want to see exactly how we do it, in this section where we upload all the new documents, I'm also going to upload a new freshly drafted RMCP template, as well as a new Annexure A. You know, Annexure A is the take-on form, and in that Annexure A, we describe to the greatest detail the sources and the method that we use in calculating these risks. So that means if you adopt this, then your risk report, which I'll show you later on, your risk report will also now reflect 3 separate risks as opposed to the single risk that it currently shows. Okay, I'm just going to the questions. When we update the risk for geographical, would we need to amend addendum A attached to the RMCP? The answer is yes, and also generally update the RMCP to include the sources. Quite correct, and I hope that I've answered it. Yes. Okay, thank you. The documents we are going to post in the Manage AI section. I suspect typically in this AI details, we'll create another icon or menu item here to say system documents or important documentation or something like that. Okay, so there's another question. Will you have to customize risk ratings every time after annually adjusted default risk ratings? If you want to, if you are satisfied with our methodology and the risk ratings that the system spits out, then you're perfectly entitled to keep them. Otherwise, if you want to customize, you are able to customize. Okay. Let me just see. I think perhaps let me show you what that translates to in practice. I'm just going to go to the search function. Okay. So here's a typical risk report. And you will see now that we show under physical address, under the geographic risk, we show attributable to the country, a risk score for money laundering, a risk score for terror financing, and a risk score for proliferation financing. It is a combination of the country, the risks associated with the country, and the address verification points that have been allocated to this client. And what it will show look like on the risk report is we show you a new total risk with regards to money laundering, total risk with regards to terror financing, and total risk with regards to proliferation financing. As with everything else, you set thresholds, risk thresholds for each one of these aspects. And when those thresholds are exceeded, the system will alert you and trigger a remedial action in respect of each one of those. Okay.